Why would a god take orders from anyone at all? Hello everybody, it's Dan here. I hope you're all doing well today, evening or night, whenever you're seeing this. Today I'll be doing an unboxing for the Marvel Legends 2-pack of John F. Walker, the U.S. Agent, and Bob Reynolds, the Sentry. This is actually my second Marvel Legends unboxing. My last one I did was actually about the Spot from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, sorry. Beyond the Spider-Verse doesn't come out until way later. But yeah, and let me just tell you guys, the Thunderbolts, that was a peak movie in my opinion. That and Fantastic Four, definitely one of the best Marvel films, in my opinion, we have gotten in a very long time. And that's what I think, people, okay? Do not come at me in the comments for that. Ever since I heard about Thunderbolts getting Marvel Legends figures, I was so excited because, one, I think Bob was pretty much the MVP of that film. And this was actually the first one I actually found at GameStop. I didn't find Yelena or Red Guardian yet. And you know what? Since my guests are going with 2-packs for Thunderbolts, I think my best guess is that they're also going to possibly, maybe, do Bucky and Ghost as also a 2-pack, because they're the only Thunderbolts that are left who haven't gotten new outfits yet. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go deal with something for a second. Didn't really seem like I went anywhere, but I did. But now I'm back. Now let's get these two out of their packaging. Now, in my honest opinion, everybody, what I feel about Thunderbolts, it absolutely freaking relates to me in general, because that movie was top tier with underrated actors. Yes, some people may not get it at first, considering some of the characters have only appeared in one movie or just one show. When it comes to most of the characters, yeah. But when it comes to Yelena, it makes sense. But out of all the Thunderbolts, besides Bucky, she's actually been one of the most who've been in the most MCU shows. He hasn't been in that many, but she was in Hawkeye, and that's it. And we got nothing from Ghost after Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, we all know that after that movie ended, Scott and the others were trying to get quantum particles to help with Ghost and her condition. But that was the last time we ever heard of Ghost. And the last time we heard of Walker here was actually at the end of Bucky and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Kind of left a little things unresolved at the end of that film or show. But yeah, and considering a lot of these characters from Thunderbolts have not been seen apart from their debut, kind of makes sense what people had mixed feelings about not knowing who the characters are. I get it, but in my opinion, I think Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four took the freaking cake. That's just what I think. That's just my honest opinion. There we go. Here he is. Can I take this gun? That's so dumb. His gun is not even removable. But here's a better look at John Walker. Camera focus, come on. Yeah, not too bad. And here's the back. And of course, there's also a hole there for him, for his shield. I'll get to the articulation later. Let's see if I can try to get his accessories out, which also include a pair of fists. Here they are. And let's not also forget his iconic shield that just got bent near the aftermath of the movie. It got taco-fied. Taco-fied. That's a new name. I'm making that up. That's a new name. Taco-fied. And just like so, it goes right on the back. Yep, see? Just like that. Now, time for the highlight of this 2-pack. Oh, Bob himself, the Sentry. Earth's mightiest hero. Come on, Bob. I got you. Jesus, these packages are getting so annoying. Come on. Really? There we go. Finally, shish kebab. And here he is, the Sentry. And they actually got Louis Pullman's face good on this figure too. And here they are, the two characters side by side. And oh my god, these two look so good. God, they are perfect. When it comes to reviews, I tend to look at the figures' good and bad sides. So, since this is a 2-pack, I'll look at both Walker and Sentry at once. So let's get started. Now, when it comes to Marvel Legend figures and when they how they like to do with their faces for the characters and trying to get the likeness of the actors right, I say for this one, it actually does look like Wyatt Russell. Not too shabby, actually. Finally, a good decent figure that doesn't even look bad, kind of like how they did with Red Hulk. Now, as for articulations, it's pretty good. I'm just gonna go out that far. Swivel in right here. A good elbow bend on both sides. And pretty decent kick. Knee bend. Again, so far pretty good, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing over here. Yep. And some ankle articulation. Now, when it comes to this guy in particular, Walker, John, however you guys like to call him, he didn't really make a good Captain America, in my opinion. Just, he ain't my Captain America. Oh, God. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. For a second, I thought the shield was stuck on his back. But yeah, for accessories, he kind of doesn't really come with much, except for just his changeable hands, like a pair of fists, and his shield, of course. I don't understand why they couldn't make him have an accessible gun, too, because he had one in the movie. Wasn't utilized much, but it makes sense. I don't get what Marvel Legends is trying to do when it comes to selling the figures and have little to no accessories, except for, like, premium products. Just kind of sucks. And look, even Walker's hands look like they're, like, trigger hands, too. Like, what the heck? That's just dumb. But his hands can come out off easily and go in easy with also his fists. Just like so. Yep, see? Just like that. And, of course, with any character who has a shield, it can go on his arm. I hope. I'm pretty sure it can. Because I'm worried that it might break on me, but hey, whoop. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Yep. See? Yep, and yeah, so far so good. And it's pretty good here as well. But yeah, that's... And you can... Yep. And good chest articulation too. Can look up that far and down that far. Alright. That's US Agent for you people. Now let's look at Sentry. When it comes to the Sentry, he has little to also no accessories. Like just like US Agent, he also has a pair of fists. But articulation wise, it's kind of lackey a little bit. Flappable cape, flimsy, I guess. Chest articulation, not too good. Arm articulation, that's pretty good though. And legs, wow, he can kick for. Wait, can he? Oh my god, he can kick. Actually, no, I think it's pretty equal. Wow, but it feels like his legs are a little bit better. And just like Walker, he also has knee articulation too. Pretty good ones at that too. His are a little bit more looser though. And of course, ankle articulation. But getting him to stand, it's kind of hard. I had him there before, but yeah. But in my opinion, I think the best character out of these two would have to be Sentry. Sorry, John, but Sentry's just doing it for me. And together, side by side, they actually hide pretty well. Well, one thing is technically bothering me. Is Walker taller than Bob Sentry? Or is it because of his helmet? I don't know. But they do look really well together, and I'm loving the design for Sentry. Actually, it's perfect. In fact, even Red enjoyed Bob's seeing him, because I actually bought the movie day one when it came out, and it was perfect. So it's fair to say that my favorite character and Red's favorite character was obviously Bob. John, he's a close third. And for how tall both figures are compared to each other, they do size up pretty well with other characters from different toy lines. And they do size up pretty well with my Marvel Legends Captain America and Marvel Legends The Spot, Marvel Legends King the Conqueror, and Marvel Legends Invisible Woman. Also, these movies were bomb. Definitely one of the best Marvel movies we've gotten in a very long time. And for one big size comparison, the Red Hulk as well from Captain America Brave New World. And just like I said before, these two also size up pretty well when it comes to having other figures displayed with them. Whether they're from the DC Multiverse McFarlane toy line, the Tamashii Nation SH Figure Arts toy line, Deku, Ultra Instinct Goku, Metamorpho, and the Mafex Superman Man of Steel. And we can't forget my boy Miles Morales. When is the MCU gonna adapt him into live action? Yes, he's doing well with the animated films, but I want to see Miles in live action. Let's show him some love. Come on. I mean, Marvel's already teased him with multiple things already in the MCU from Homecoming, especially how in Homecoming we basically got Uncle Aaron, and in Across the Spider-Verse, they literally got the same actor to play as Uncle Aaron from Homecoming in a Prowler suit. Marvel, if you added him, and if you make a movie about him, you better cook good. I'm expecting a 5-star meal if you make a live-action movie about him. Being actually able to have Sentry and John Walker in hand right now is just absolutely perfect, everybody. I enjoyed Lewis Pullman as Bob and Sentry. He made a good one at that. You know, originally Steven Yeun was actually going to be picked to play the role for Sentry. But, I mean, it would have been awesome. It would have been a great thing to have, but Steven Yeun already has many roles, and not to mention he's going to be pretty busy with being invincible. So I don't think it would have made time and sense to have him. It would have been cool, but when it came to time and specifically what was going on at the time when he was being cited to play as Sentry, it was not really a good time. You know what I mean? You know, over the years, I haven't really gotten that used to Marvel Legends. Or, well, not used to, more like didn't really pay attention to them a lot over the years. But as I get into my nearly adulthood, I'm starting to appreciate them even more because, well, for starters, the characters we're getting is one thing. And I'm really glad we're getting characters like John and Sentry and maybe an MCU Doctor Doom in the near future. Well, not near future. It's going to be definitely going to be out way before Avengers Doomsday happens. But Legends, I need that figure. If you make that figure, you can take all my money. I don't care. Being able to have John and Sentry do some really good poses is actually pretty good. I've already tried them out a few, and you already saw a few demonstrations on video too. I'm really liking the feel, and his joints here feel pretty good as well. Like, dang. Marvel, why can't you have the same amount of quality for the rest of your figures? Like, seriously. Instead of just making them way too expensive with really bad articulation. Now for Bob, he can be kind of tricky to pose. Well, not really, but trying to get him in some nice dynamic poses. Like that. See? Like that. That looks really good. Again, being able to actually pose Sentry around feels really good. Like, actually, Sentry and Bomb have just been... They've just been taken over as my favorite character, and I love it, actually. Wait, can I? Yes, I'm trying to get him into some, like, a flying pose. And kind of close, but not good enough. After further review of these figures side by side and just posing them, they do still really look and feel good at the same time. And they are absolutely perfect. If I do end up finding Red Guardian and Yelena, I will definitely do a review of them as well. So, for my conclusion on both John Walker and Sentry, I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10. And in the future, I might try to do a stop motion video with these guys and a bunch of my other figures as well. But it's still work in progress for that one. But I am definitely going to have fun playing with these guys and having them added to my collection. That's going to conclude today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to do all of the YouTube number jumble others tell you to do. Thank you all so much for your support and watching. Have a good day, night, or evening whenever you're seeing this, everybody. Take care now. Peace out.